Cameron Palmer here with the Daystar Ford postgame show from Charles A. Henry Field at Malmesser Stadium here on the campus of Hiram College. The Terriers dropped their season finale, 52-13 to the Wabash Little Giants. Funny name I found pretty interesting throughout the night. Wabash has one more contest left against DePaul on next Saturday. They had a bye week. DePaul had a bye week today. So, Wabash had a good outing today, and DePaul is going to be fresh going into next week, so it should be an interesting one, a big one for the conference. But as far as kind of the way the game goes, it was a really good start for Wabash. They scored on a bunch of their opening possessions. It was going into halftime. It was 42-0 Wabash at halftime. And they really just kind of dominated from start to finish. Hiram had a couple good drives early on. A couple bad plays here or there kind of, stalled the drives out, forcing punts and turnovers on downs to, kind of end the drives. But all things considered, I think they played really, really well today. At the start of the game and at the end of the game, scoring 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, in the second half, more or less, to end kind of a rough season on a high note, and I think they did that pretty well today. It was senior day. A lot of the seniors get a mass exodus, and a nice send-off, I think, for some of the seniors as well. Some of them had pretty good days. Most notably, Raekwon Davis-Herford finished with 8 receptions, 75 yards, and a touchdown. He got a receiving touchdown right at the end of the game. There was quite literally no time left. The refs even said there will be no extra point. The game is over. To kind of let him ride off into the sunset, which was nice, and I know it was nice for him as well. I want to give some good credit to Sean Tejeda. He played a pretty good game. He's played a really good stretch of 3 to 4 weeks, dating back to 2 weeks ago when they were here, when they got their first win of the season against, I believe, Oberlin. Tejeda goes 17 of 27 passing, 224 passing yards, and 2 passing touchdowns. His longest pass going for 62 yards. The ground game was kind of hard to come by. Tejeda did rush for 43 yards, his longest going for 20 yards. His longest going for 12, I apologize. Jarvis Green finished with 2 receptions for 54 yards. No score. Jaden Jennings did get a receiving touchdown that put Hiram on the board. Gavin Cruzier led the Terrier defense with 11 total tackles. Tavante Revis finished with 6 solo tackles to lead that category. 1.5 tackles for loss as well for Gavin Cruzier to round out a relatively all around. It was a pretty good game for Hiram. I think they played well to start. They just didn't finish some drives, and that kind of stalled their offense up until they were able to punch it in the third quarter. But I really did check that it was the fourth quarter. There was no overtime today. That drive was a 5-play, 85-yard drive, which is a really, really good drive for Hiram. A really strong drive was followed up by Wabash. 15-play, 75-yard, 10-minute and 50-second drive for the Little Giants. As far as Wabash goes, Xavier Tyler finished with 22 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown. Donovan Snyder had 6 attempts, 23 yards, and a touchdown. Liam Thompson, the quarterback, 4 carries for 23 yards and a touchdown. Liam Thompson got benched at halftime, and no, it was not for poor performance. 19 completions on 21 attempts for 354 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. Cooper Sullivan finished with 7 receptions for 178 yards and a touchdown. Derek Allen Jr. finished with 4 catches for 75 yards and 2 touchdowns. Penn Stoller finished with 4 catches for 46 yards. And Connor Thompson finished with 3 receptions for 46 yards. Just to kind of round out a great performance for Wabash and a solid performance, albeit despite the big loss for Hiram. Again, they did a lot of things really well today. I think their defense played well at times and better than others at times today. A lot of good things to build on for next year, and I think if they can return a lot of guys and maybe build some kind of cohesion, I guess might be the way to put it. They can see some success in the near future, and I think they have the talent to do that, even with the talent that is exiting with the seniors this year. So final is 52-13. Wabash gets another win this year, and Hiram finishes their season 1-9, but a lot of bright spots throughout kind of a rough season. So this has been Cameron Palmer with the Daystar Ford.